And here we are, once again. Episode 70. How do you like that? 70 plus episodes of this madness, the Abomination Vaults, Pathfinder 2E. Good fun. We're having a blast. Aren't we, you guys?
Oh, yeah.
You know,
That's the words I can say on that. Hell yeah.
Awesome. Okay, we're going to jump right into this, pick up where we left off, and we're going to have Kyle do the recap. But before we do that, snacks are distributed, hero points are distributed. We're going to do our intros, and we're going to start off with Kyle. Kyle, introduce yourself and your character.
What's up, my friends? As you know, I'm Kyle. I play Bjorn, the 7'1", 290-pound defensive fighter of this group. He's a newly found student of Iamode, so he's kind of a very militant, churchy type. Very big emphasis on the militant, and yeah, we're gonna see just what's gonna go down up here tonight. I have a feeling if we ain't careful, this could be a Pineapples Part 3 extravaganza. We're all packing fruit, so why not add a little pineapple to the mix?
Excellent. All right, let's go to Rachel. Introduce yourself, character.
Yes, hey, Rachel here. I play Sandara Laurelian, but she goes by Cypher as a sort of nickname. And she's an interesting mix of not druid. Wow, I'm going way. My brain is still on a druid mode here. No, she is a bard / rogue. Once a wonderfully studious musician who kind of got sick of that life, but still stuck with her spells, and now she's gone rogue, as some would say, and now she's down here. Hanging with this band of travelers, trying to oust the evil that is or could be Belcora.
Yes, she is. Excellent. Okay, let's go on to Karma.
Hello.
Hello.
My name is Karma, and I play Karma Sunseeker. She's a war priest cleric. And this would be my second game here, so I'm really excited to see what's about to happen and see if I can help support the team.
Excellent. Jesse, you're up next. Introduce yourself and your character.
hey guys, this is Jesse. I am the second fighter of the party here. He is my backup character to Sheppy. He is our babyface, hardened warrior of the group. He is renowned for not using a shield. Someone in the group is always pressuring him to use one, but he will never, ever use a shield because he's all about the great weapons. And he can't wait to cut a worm's head off tonight.
Okay. Thanks, Jesse. Before we get into the recap, I have a question for all the players. For the characters, rather. For your characters. And you'll each answer this one at a time. There will be a bonus hero point. The question is, for all of you, once you're hanging around with people for any length of time, you tend to notice things about them. Little habits. Some perhaps annoying, some quite interesting or pleasurable even. What would the other characters notice about your character being around each other, resting and relaxing from the travel and the battles? What habit would the others notice about you? We're going to start with Bjorn. What kind of habits does Bjorn have?
Spot here.
Yeah, what would the other characters notice about you that you're always doing? Tapping on your weapon, sharpening, mumbling to your... What would that be, Bjorn?
Well, it's really a two-pronged because, he can be really loud and boisterous in battle whenever fighting is joined, sort of issuing kind of helpful nudges here and there. But outside of combat, like resting, um, he would normally be very quiet, very withdrawn, like very, very stoic. Not really say a whole lot, and mostly sharpen his blades, take watches, get ready for the next one.
Would you say he's kind of shy and to himself, unnaturally so? You're noticeably quiet.
Yeah, he's noticeably quiet. You don't know, maybe it has something to do with the region that he was brought up in, but he just seems kind of, and social interaction seems kind of very timid, very withdrawn almost. Like, you can tell that he seems very uncomfortable at parties and stuff like that.
Parties, get-togethers around the fire. Okay, I get it. That's interesting. We'll see if that kicks into gear in some of our future adventures. Cypher. Elf.
I can easily say that the things that the other party members have noticed is that they don't see her hands often. So whether they're idly talking or like even in kind of battle, like she'll either have her hands in her pockets or she'll fold them and they're tucked away in the corners of her arms. Or if she's standing there, she might like have them like one behind her back of some sort. But she's always hiding her hands.
Interesting.
Yes, like even if she's just standing, like she might fold her fingers together and like put them behind her head, with her elbows pointed out.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. How about Velafor? Let's skip him for a second. How about you, Karma? How about the character, Karma?
Well, there'd be one or two strange things you might notice about Karma. So when she's idle, she has a small journal, and she's constantly got her nose in that journal. Anytime she's resting, you might notice that she's got her journal out and she's reading something. And then there's also something you might notice in the future. That when she goes to bed, she sleeps with her sword. I guess that's it though for now.
All right. Keeping the sword close, which might be seen as unusual. You are adventurers. We'll see how that plays out. And Jesse, how about you? Did you hear that question? Habits.
Yep.
Yep. What would
All right, so
Velafor's be?
there's a few peculiar things that you may notice about Velafor. One of the main things is you never see him take his armor off. I mean, he has it on 24 hours a day. He sleeps in it. He fights in it. It's kind of unusual. Another thing about him is he's very impatient. He's brash. He's always ready to bust open that door and just get going. So those are a couple things that stand out to other people, I would think.
I'll take that into account when you rest inside the dungeon again. If you keep your armor on, you're not going to get your sleep.
I have a feat for it.
Of course you do. Of course you have a feat for them. What am I thinking? What am I thinking? Well, we'll see what that feat is in the future. Okay, so everybody gets an extra hero point. So Kyle, you're going to have 3 tonight because you're going to give... Or no.
Karma.
Back up.
Correction. Yeah.
Back up. We're going to have the... Karma, you're gonna have 3 hero points tonight to start the session. Everybody else, you get 2 for snacks and storytelling. So you start with 2, but Karma's gonna get a 3rd one because you know why? She's gonna do the recap. So Karma, take it away.
All right, so let me take a look at my notes here. There was a fight with a worm in the very beginning of the stream last time. That once it was defeated, my character Karma with the group. Right after my character met with the group, the entire group started to go and explore further into the tunnels, and when we got a little bit deep into the tunnels, the whole group was attacked by these rock creatures. There was a swift defeat of those rock creatures, and I believe Valathor hit the big scary guy like really 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 hard, and we ended up winning that fight. But when we continued moving further along, we found a pool of water. And the group was able to figure out that there was something inside of the pool of water. There were 2 hydras that came up to attack the party, and there was a big pineapple moment. We ended up running away from that, and nobody got hurt, nobody got injured. We got out safely. And so we started exploring the other area, and we found the area above the Hydra caves, and we found an observation zone. Valafor eventually, while exploring further towards a bridge type area, found a secret door, and we were immediately attacked by another worm-like creature inside of that room. So that's where we left off.
Yes, we did. That is exactly what happened. Very good. You'll get an extra hero point, so 3 in total. 3 is the max you can have per session, so use them up. Use them up. You can use them to stabilize if you spend all that you have, or you can use them one at a time to get a reroll on a d20 roll, okay? And so that works. The companions, with their new member, Karma, a holy warrior, have found themselves walking above this pond, or lake, rather. A dark lake, murky waters that contained vile creatures recognized as hydras. They traveled to the south to get away from such creatures. Along this walkway, this unusual walkway that was raised above the ground, above the shore, above the lake. It was unusual because it was in fact a corridor, but on the one side, it was actually transparent, almost like glass, translucent. All along this wall, they could see the pool. They could see the water below, the depths, and where the creatures, the hydras, might be dwelling. Very unusual. Now, the companions have noticed such walls in previous rooms as well, almost as if these chambers or walkways were some type of observation deck or observation room or post, where somebody could watch beyond, perhaps without being seen. Not sure. Many of these transparent walls are accompanied by glowing runes that surround them. Someone with a little arcana skill might be able to identify them. In fact, I think one of the companions, Sheppy, perhaps attempted that and might have learned something from it and might have shared it with our new group of companions here. Sheppy, of course, is back in Otari with the others, Althea, Arthurian, Vergrunder. We'll see if the players remember anything about that. But anyway, Valafor, torch in hand, found what looks like a depression in the floor At the end of this corridor, right where he currently is, he pushed it in, this stone, button-like stone. And when he did so, there was the sound of stone against stone rumbled. And right in front of him, where there was once a wall, a dead end, appeared a door. Pushing it in, he sees into a chamber, and he sees another one of these strange, very large, worm-like creatures with legs all along its length. A sword. And in this case, also a scepter wrapped around its tail. It looks nasty. It looks vicious. And with a hiss, this creature replied, and we're about to go into combat. The encounter tracker is loaded. We've got initiatives in place, and the first to act will be this large, worm-like creature. Are you ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's get it.
I volunteer as tribute.
Velafor, as you peer into this room, you're standing at the portal, you can hear voices enter your mind, whispers. What languages do you speak?
He speaks Common and Draconic.
The words you've never heard before. They're guttural. They're very crude sounding. But they continue to whisper in your head. You have no idea what is being said. You shake your head to get it out of your mind. You hear a
Get out of my
screech.
mind.
You hear a screech come from the maw of this worm-like creature as it disappears from your view into the darkness beyond. You'll have to enter the chamber to be able to see any further. That is it. We're going to go to Karma. What would you like to do, Karma?
Okay. I would like to put a forbidding ward on Bellathor.
Okay, put that in the chat
Okie dokie. Sweet.
so he could drag that to his token. Okay, you're going to get a +1 status. You'll be able to use Velafor. So as you stand in the back of this corridor, you start to raise your one hand and start to chant some words to Ayamode in his honor, and everybody hears this. And as that happens, Velafor begins to glow. Okay, you have 2 more actions, I believe, or 1 more. Sorry.
Yeah, 1 more action, and would it be odd not to do anything else?
No.
Could hold your action.
She only has 1 action left. She can't really ready.
Maybe you can try to recall knowledge based on the sounds of the beast from the other room.
You could try to be severely penalized because you can't see the creature at the moment. I don't think she's seen the creature
Did you
at
say
all.
that there was... I don't think I've seen the creature yet, but
No.
Nope, that's not gonna work out. Okay, that's fine. I'll just raise my shield. I can do that, right?
Okay. Do you have... Yeah, you can do that. Do you have your sword drawn? You could do it now.
Oh yeah, if it's not drawn, I'll draw my sword.
Okay, Schlink. Alright, we're going to move on to Velafor.
Alright. Balfour is going to go into the room. Hopefully I have some light.
You got a torch in your hand, a sword in the other. You'll have to drop the torch to use your weapon properly.
Okay, yeah. I should have did that first. I'm going to drop before I do anything, before I move, I'm going to drop the torch so it lands in the room right in front of me.
Excellent. Okay.
And then,
Okay, wait a minute. Let me grab the torch token. It's an excellent idea. We'll put it right here. All right.
All right, that's a
And
free action, right?
That
Yeah.
no, that's an action in this case. You're not tossing it to the floor. You're aiming this thing and throwing it into the room, right beyond the portal, about 10 feet away. That I'm going to count as an action. No die
Alright.
roll.
I'm gonna change my grip with two-handed,
Okay.
Gotcha.
and
Enter the room.
I'll move me one square ahead. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is.
I'm going to make it smaller.
You want me to move you up to it?
I'm gonna hold my position right there because I only have one action, and I don't want to get into the line of fire yet. I am going to recall knowledge. The sword it's carrying, is it the same sword that fell before?
It's a scepter.
Did you say something about a sword too?
Yes, he has a sword.
Oh.
Sword and
He's
a
got two
scepter.
things.
I'll recall knowledge on that, see if I recognize it as the same one.
You don't have an action for that.
Yeah.
I think. You spent
Let's see.
3 actions. Toss, move in, and
Okay.
change grip.
You're right.
All right, so you can see the creature, I believe, from your current position.
Yeah, okay.
All right. You have Forbidding Ward on you. Bjorn, you're up. You see Valifor enter into the chamber.
I'm going in after him. So that's one move. I'm actually going to spend 2 moves to get up into that position.
All right, freeze. Valifor, you're good. Everybody's good. But you, Bjorn, as soon as you step beyond Valifor, once you get here, I need you to make a fortitude save.
Public or blind?
You can make it public.
I will hero point that. $22.
Okay. Okay. Continue. You reach the creature.
And I'm going to spend 1 action to attack it. Now, wait a minute. Is this creature levitating?
No. Slithering along the floor.
Okay. I'll make an attack first here. That's a 37. That's a critical hit.
Oh. Did you target him? No.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, it's got the little blue dot.
Yeah, it does. You're right. Excellent. I got a critical. Go ahead and roll
20 and a
damage.
critical hit. That is going to be 24 points of slashing damage, and it is off guard till the start of my next turn.
Ouch. And off guard. Okay.
Yes, sir.
I love it. All right, you step in there with your sword and your shield raised and slash into this, cutting deep wounds into it. It pulls back in pain and hisses more.
To the bramble, you had the chance, creature.
You done?
Yes.
Cypher.
She comes in standing next to Valifor at the entrance of this room, and just kind of shaking her head. Not another one of these. She casts a spell, and she just rhythmically hums this spell, and it's to slow the creature down. It has to make a Fortitude save, DC 22.
Failure.
So it is
Slowed.
then slowed for 1 minute.
Got it.
Well, that's super useful.
Quite.
Yes, okay. Okay, moving into round 2. Start off with the creature. He's not happy. In reply to Bjorn and his slashing attack and battle cries, his tail comes whipping towards you. It has a sword, dripping with some vile liquid. He's going to attack. Forgot to target you. Let's see, your armor class is 24. It's going to be a normal damage. Cuts deep into you. You're going to have to make a Fortitude save, I believe. 10 points of damage, piercing. And a Fortitude save.
Not surprised. $32.
Doesn't seem to have much effect on you. Okay. It attacks with you. Attacks a second time with the sword. I forgot to target you again. It's going to be normal hit. You're going to take some piercing damage. 6 points.
What was the armor class that he hit?
You want me to reveal the roll?
Yeah.
You want to use that ability, don't you?
Uh-huh.
You see it, right? 27.
I said, yeah, 27's not going to help me to raise shield there.
What was the damage? 6 points of piercing. Give me another Fortitude save.
27.
Okay. As the blade slices through you. Oh, was it piercing damage? It's piercing. As it pierces your armor and your flesh, you see this liquid, this green ooze coming off the blade and onto your flesh. You also hear whispers entering your mind. What languages do you speak?
Bjorn speaks Common, Scald, and Undercommon.
You hear the whispers. You understand them. It's in the tongue of Undercommon. Throw your weapons down. You have great promise as a warrior. Bow down to us and serve us. You will be a great addition to the armies. And it attempts to bite you.
Remember, it's slowed.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. It attempts to bite you, but it doesn't get it off. So we're going to move on. Does that go away, that's slowed, at the end of its turn?
No, it actually keeps it for 1 minute because it failed. If it had been a success, it was just from one round, but since it was a failure, it was 1 minute.
1 minute, that's right. Okay. Good one. All right. Karma, you're up next. You hear the sound of battle in the room beyond. You could just barely see Valafor at the doorway, along with Cypher.
Right. And having absolutely no idea from where I'm at that I shouldn't probably run in. We're running in. I have to figure out how to move my character. I'm sorry.
You can use the arrow keys or you can use the mouse. When you're next to walls, it's good to use an arrow key because you can't move through walls.
How does the speed work again? Wait.
You have 25 feet that you can move as a single action.
25 feet, I can move as a single action.
Every square is 5 feet, but it usually tells you how far you're moving as you move along or drag the mouse.
1. There.
That's 25, so you're on the torch. Now you could stride a second time if you wish, but before you do anything else, make a fortitude save.
Public?
Public. Okay, no problem. You faintly hear voices coming into your mind, but they disappear. You shake it off.
Yeah, I want to get a little further.
Okay, you
Can
got
I
another
get a-
stride.
can I?
Got another
Am I
stride of
within-
25 feet.
I just want to check to see because I think I'm within Bjorn's range now, right? I'm within 15 feet.
Yeah, that's 15 feet of Bjorn. It's a good spot. You have 2 actions left. What you could do is ready an action.
I have something that I think is kind of cool. I hope I can do it. Can I link it in chat so you can make it like. Hold on, I'll just link it in chat.
Doing good, Karma. It's all good.
So I want to try that.
And what would this look like? What would this spiritual weapon look like?
It would be a glowing golden weapon sitting next to Bjorn. Is there a way to link thing right there? Cool. Yes, perfect. And then I need to actually cast it though, so
Go ahead.
And then all you should have to do is hit that attack button down there.
I'm gonna hit the attack button. Public roll.
Okay, you got a 24. The weapon appears next to Bjorn, next to the opponent. So you're attacking the big worm with this thing?
Yes.
Okay, you hit. It manages to hit successfully. You're going to roll damage. Hit that damage button.
Damage.
Let's see what it does. 7 points of force damage. Divine force damage impacts this creature. It hisses yet again as slime begins to drip from its open maw, what looks like a beak, full of teeth, ripping teeth. And how long does that stay in action? As long as 1 minute. Sustained. So what that means is on your next turn, you'll spend an action to sustain it. If you want, you can spend an action to keep it in action, to keep it going. It's called sustaining your spell.
Sure.
All right. And
Awesome.
if you do so and want to use it again, just put it back in the chat so we can look it up. All right.
Yeah. Sounds good.
All right. So you're done. That took 2 actions. Excellent. I still like the giant lollipop, but the sword will do. Let's move on to Valley 4. Valo
What you
4.
gonna do, boss?
Get me up there. I want to hit it.
Yes, sir. 25 feet right there.
Alrighty. Power attack.
All right,
Oh.
first.
Make
need
my
to make-
fortitude.
Yes, please. Whispers enter your mind,
31.
but you ignore them. Okay. Okay, what's your next action?
Power attack.
Power
36.
attack. You nail
That's
this.
a critical hit.
36
Roll
is
that.
critical hit. Roll your critical damage.
Roll
See what
that
you got.
critical damage. Ooh.
30 points. Slashing.
It's near death. You almost cut it in half with your blow. Silly worm.
Die, worm. That's it. I'm done.
Bjorn?
I want to do something stupid here, Fritz. Maybe you can tell me if it's at all possible. What I'd like to do is pivot on my back foot, raise my shield up over my head, and launch myself at this creature, trying to knock it down.
I think it is down, isn't it? Never got up.
No, it's only flat-footed.
Yeah, it's just off guard
Yeah, off guard,
Okay.
sorry.
because of the specialization effect from Bjorn.
But what I'd like to do is literally turn myself into a battering ram and try to knock this creature over. Because then it takes 2 attacks of opportunity. Can't hear you, Fred.
So you're just going to try and knock this creature down?
Yeah, I don't know
You're not-
if that's possible, but I would literally like to turn myself into like a battering ram and just raise my shield and lunge at this creature.
I'll let you try and shove it.
That's an athletics.
That's an athletics against his fortitude DC. It takes an action to do this. It's a shove.
Unarmed attack, I think it is.
Mm-hmm.
You're
19.
like that.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, that's a nat 1.
All right, it's not going to happen.
Okay.
All right. There's your action. Next.
I'm just gonna keep trying to attack it. That's a critical hit.
Okay, critical damage.
It's gonna take 26 points of slashing damage.
Describe how you cut this creature, or pummel this creature, or whatever you're doing here. Describe its demise.
As Valafor rushes in and lays the smack down on this creature, Bjorn pivots around on his back foot, raises his shield over his head, and leaps at this creature, knocking it over before he delivers one last slash, decapitating it as its head rolls in between Valafor's legs.
Splat.
Goo and blood just pouring everywhere.
Excellent. I wonder if the bodies are lootable. I think they are. How does that work? Can you open up the... Can you click on the monster?
Yes,
Yep.
yes, you can.
Yeah.
Nothing is mystified, so it's revealing what it has. So I gotta... Well, we won't mystify that. We won't mystify that. Blah, 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 blah. I'll mystify that. So you see fall from its grasp a sword. Looks to be a normal sword. You also see some chalk and writing slate that it was carrying as well that has fallen to the floor next to it. It has many little arms along its body. And also it looks like the scepter falls to the floor.
Looks like it says there's more than one.
More than one what?
It says long swords. Or, never mind. I gotta read the whole thing. Sorry.
You do. So if you want anything there, drag it to your thing. In the meantime, Cypher, you can enter the room. As the creature has been defeated.
The Chapt player.
Let me see, I gotta read this to you. To the south, you see the transparent wall. It's like a window. It's cloudy and you can see through it. Transparent stone. And you can see beyond it into the room. You should be able to. Let me see if you can. You could see into there, right? To the room beyond? Down here?
Yeah.
Need one of this stuff, Jess?
You can have the long swords. I'm holding out for a two-handed weapon if one drops.
I'll take the longsword as a backup in case something happens to mine.
Does anyone use wands?
It's gonna depend.
I mean, I'll take it if nobody wants it. I mean, I can't use it.
Cypher will take it. She'll like walk over and grab it out of Valifor's hand and just like, what do you think you're gonna do with this? Regardless of if she can or not, she just takes it, and then, you know, she'll like examine it.
And Valifor says, "Hey, bookworm, you want this writing pad and chalk?" He's talking to.
Yeah,
Karma
everybody looks back at Karma.
Karma looks up. Who, me?
Yeah, I'll take
Yeah,
it.
you. Alright. Can you read it? Does it say anything?
Just a writing slate. I don't think there's anything written on it.
Is there?
How do I read
You can't understand it.
How about Karma? Can she understand it?
What languages do you speak, Karma?
it? Okay.
First page of your character sheet, towards the middle.
Common, Draconic, Elven, and Undercommon.
You can understand it, and it is written in Undercommon. Scribbles here and there, but it seems as if it's describing a creature consuming another one that was in combat. It's describing how the creature was able to bite in half the creature. Quite efficiently, it says. It's almost as if this worm-like creature was observing a battle of some creatures.
Interesting. I'll relay that information to Valifor. Do you think it might be the hydras they were watching?
It describes a creature that is like, almost like some dinosaur-like being.
Yeah,
How to describe it.
I think you're right. It's talking about dinosaurs. It's probably talking about the hydras in the water. Or possibly it could be something that was behind the glass in this area where all the blood is. I don't know if it's an area that I could get into, but definitely something.
Hmm.
Definitely an observation area. There's proof of it now.
Since you bring that up, everybody. Yes, everybody make a recall knowledge. Let me look here. Society? We'll go with society. Go ahead, make a recall knowledge society.
Oh, I seem to have lost my hub.
Essentially an intelligence check.
Every time I go to click on mine, it says there's no active encounter.
To recall knowledge?
Yeah, like, I'm clicking on society, and it says there's no active encounter. Click on that.
Skills.
That's
Are you
weird.
targeting something?
No?
No.
Society. Where is society? Bump. I made it with no problem.
Yeah, I sent mine in.
Refresh, Kyle.
Do that real quick.
I need to refresh as well, but it's gonna take me a second because it was hard to load the screen before. So, but I've lost my hub. Like I can't find like the little hub. So I figure if I refresh the page, it'll come back.
I've got a roll for Cypher. I've got a roll for Valifor. 2 rolls for Valifor. I guess one I did. Bum 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 bum. Society. Need a check from Karma and Bjorn.
Can somebody roll for me? I'm trying to reload the page.
Okay. I got all the rolls. Yeah, go on. There's nothing that comes to mind.
If there's an observation room, then we need to be more careful. Whatever they were observing could still be lurking within.
I have a feeling these worm guys are the
Guardians.
no, the ones that the ghouls were talking about, the flesh warpers. I have a feeling these are the guys that make the warper do the warping.
Well, that makes sense. Cypher.
He looks up from meddling with the wand. Yes?
Can't believe I'm going to say this, but would you like to scout ahead?
She continues to stare at you.
She's like, me?
No, she's waiting for a please. And it's like an almost embarrassing amount of time. And she's like, and she just so very sarcastically says, please.
He
Yes,
just
I'll scout
remains
ahead.
looking at her.
Valifor, do
come
you
down
pick up
here.
the torch?
I don't need it. If somebody wants it, they can take it.
Anybody want it? There's a glowing torch there that still has some life in it.
I got a light spell.
Cypher does turn back to the rest of you. She's like, things have gotten a little bit heavy to carry around. I've lightened my load and just kind of threw them onto the body of that creature. If any of you needed a dagger or a torch, help yourself. And she put 3 torches there and a dagger.
Thank you. Now, will you please scout the path ahead?
Surely.
While
go
she's sorry, I was just gonna say while she's scouting, can I cast a spell that takes 10 minutes to cast?
And I also treat wounds on Bjorn, so he's full health.
That takes 10 minutes. So while that's going on, or no, that's a spell? That's a spell you
Yeah.
used? All right.
I wanna
Kyle, is that a spell?
No, that was actual treat wounds.
All right, that's 10 minutes. While you're doing that, she could do this spell.
cool.
Also, I think Valafor is encumbered.
Hey, look.
If he is, give him the encumbered condition.
I should.
I
Yeah,
think
that's-
that makes it clumsy too.
No, I'm not covered. I got a bulk of 14. I only got 9.
Yeah, but see how it says carried 9, encumbered 9?
Oh, okay.
So we gotta drop something. What you want to drop?
Or be clumsy and move slower. Minus 10 feet.
What's in my backpack? I got a bunch of stuff in there that I don't use.
Junk. Too many torches.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I dumped.
I got 5 torches. See what that does when you drop them.
See, this is where you should be putting this stuff in your stash. You should have thought of that.
Yeah, back in the pineapple room. Well, we can always come back.
You could.
That
All
didn't
right.
drop you down that much. But if I remove 1 spear, then it drops you below the encumbered level.
Yeah, we can do that. That's fine.
Oh, Karma's casting life connection on me.
All right, let's see what she's casting during this 10 minutes. And Valafor shuffling through his pack here to get rid of junk. Karma, life connection. When you cast this spell, you place a fail-safe deep within the life force of the target. You can sense when the target takes damage, provided you are within 1 mile of another. A creature can be part of no more than 1 life connection simultaneously. When the spell is complete, and it does take 10 minutes, you gain the defend life reaction. Once you use the reaction, the spell ends. So, okay, who are you going to cast this on?
Bjorn.
All right, Bjorn, you're going to have the defend life. And you're also going to have spell effect life connection. I
And
guess
then the defend life is what she's got.
she takes that.
Do I drag that anywhere, or is that just something I use?
Drag it to your token,
Okay.
I guess.
It's a reaction, so if I take damage, you might have to put the spell back in the chat. And then
Yeah,
you
no worries. Yeah, I'll basically if I can sense that you're taking damage, if you take lethal damage, I can take that damage instead.
Hey, wait a minute now. Taking lethal damage is my job.
Not anymore.
Wait a minute now.
Anyway, it doesn't have to be lethal damage. It can just be a big hit too.
But I like dying fighters.
Well, I'm here to make it harder for you to die.
Kyle and his Death Wish fighters.
That is awesome. Thank you, Carmen. I appreciate it.
Of course, dude.
Oh, Karma will tell you, me having a death wish is not something new. I was a commander and wading into the front of every combat.
Oh yes. Basically what he does now, but back then.
So, defend life and spell effect life connection. I think that goes to the caster's token.
Oh, I drag it?
I'm trying to figure it out. I don't think Bjorn gets it. I could be wrong, but it sounds like it's what you do. You use the defend life to absorb, to protect him.
Cool. Yeah, I think you're right based on what I just opened up the menu for to say.
So I'd say, Kyle, go ahead and leave that on your token as a reminder, but you actually don't use that. That's just a reminder.
Yep.
Now,
All I have
Carmen
is the effect. She has the actual reaction. I just have the
Yeah.
marker, basically.
Yeah, she could use the defend life reaction once she senses you've taken whatever that is, damage, or your life is snuffed out, whatever it says for
I
defend
believe
life.
it's just I can just based on damage. I don't think it wouldn't be anything other than damage based on what it said
Well,
here, right?
If something happens, we'll look into it.
Yep.
Okay.
You can
So
sense when the target takes damage. Yep.
So you feel the connection. You're not sure where it's coming from, but you feel the presence of Ayamode upon you, Bjorn. It feels good. You feel confident. There's something about it. Ayamode's with you. And of course, Karma knows where that source is. She stands directly behind you. Okay. Okay, 10 minutes have gone by. Boom. Let me forward the clock real quick. Okay, what would you like to do? You can see there's corridors to the west. There's a corridor going to the west and turns sharply south. And you can see that through this transparent glass walkway.
Lead on, Cypher. I'll be right behind you.
She's going to stay as far ahead from Bjorn as possible to escape the light that is being cast. So this way she can slink into the shadows. AKA, I'd like to have her stealth and then walk at least, 40 feet ahead.
Escape the light.
Go ahead and move your tokens where you want. I'm not going to do it.
Okay.
Until you get there, suddenly.
I would also like to use search as my
Okay,
exploration activity. Of course.
Wait a minute. When you did actually get here, you notice in the wall, right in front of you, right in front of the wall, you see a bunch of holes in the wall to the west. And one is a round indentation with a hole in it. And right next to it, maybe 4 inches next to it to the right, you see something similar. It looks like a circular piece of stone, and it has 4 separate holes in it. They're very close together. It's almost like there's some type of keyhole or keyholes.
Looking at the 4-pronged key in my inventory, does this look like it would be a match? Like,
It
can I
does.
put it in?
It does.
And you said there's more than one, correct?
It looks like there are two separate keyholes. One fits this key that you have with the 4 prongs. The other one looks separate. It's separate, like a few inches away. But it's only one hole. Do you insert the key?
Well, seeing as everybody's just nearby, she asks, which one among us held on to the key the goblin gave us?
Balfour has it.
Okay. Valifor, I've found a keyhole. Perhaps the key belongs here. Quick, give it to me.
Hold on. I'll help you.
Alright, before inserting the keys, I'd like to examine this for any, maybe mechanical traps.
Okay, perception.
Yes.
Blind. You see nothing. There's no tripwires, no strange stones, no outlines of anything. Over your head, you can see the ceiling. That doesn't look like anything that would drop upon you. Nothing apparent, anyway.
Does it look like the key Valifor's handed me? I think, the 2-prong key? I don't remember. Kyle, you'd have to look in his inventory, but I don't know what key he was holding, what it was called.
He does have something called a sneaky key.
I don't think that was it. It's like a lock-picking thing.
Sneaky key. I don't see any GM notes. Its usage is it's affixed to armor. That's a special little item there, actually.
Wasn't there a key that Sheppy found that he gave to Balfour?
Well, let me read sneaky key because you evidently don't know what it is.
No, I remember what it was. I know that's not what we're looking for.
Let me read it. It's affixed to armor. You activate it with an interact. Requirements: you are an expert in thievery. I don't know if you're an expert. I doubt it.
No, he's untrained.
Yeah, so this is totally useless. But essentially, it's a small silver skeleton key. Anyway. No, he doesn't have any other keys. That's it.
What did Sheppy give him? Remember you said there was something he gave him?
Yeah, Sheppy had a key and Althea had a key, and when we had the TPK, that was like the one thing that we were allowed to transfer over, like as if they passed the baton, like here, we're going our separate ways, but you may need this in the future. That was like the one thing we could kind of carry over. And Althea gave her key, which was the 4-prong key, to Cypher. And I thought that I know Sheppy had a key.
It must have been the sneaky key because Sheppy doesn't have any other ones. That's it.
I thought we had a 4-prong and like a 2-prong key. Maybe we used it somewhere else and that was it. But I guess Cypher's going to fit the 4-prong key inside the keyhole. She tells Valifor, take a step back. Who knows what will happen, knowing this place. And she jiggles it, like, just to see if it fits in and if that would turn.
I can't find any other key. All right. The 4-pronged?
Yes.
Right. All right. It fits perfectly with your key. And as you push it in, you hear a clunk, like a big stone hitting somewhere in the distance. And right next to you, to the north, the wall itself kind of becomes ajar. You should see a door up here. There's no latch. It's just the wall. You'd have to push it open, but evidently you unlocked it.
Where were you picking?
You should see a door up here right in the north.
Oh, yes,
Right
yes.
It just appeared.
Move with caution. God knows what's along the other
You
side
want
of
me?
that door.
You want me to open it?
Would I be able to examine the other keyhole?
It looks like a keyhole. But the key that you have won't fit in there.
Yeah. Cypher is going to refer. So it's a jar. So something was unlocked and opened, right? Or did I just hear the mechanism unlock, or the key, the lock unlock?
All right, first of all, on your map, you should see a door appear.
Yes.
It's right there in the north, right next to you, right in the same square you're in, right there. You're
I
hovering
see
right
it.
over
It is right there.
All right, that is what you just unlocked. That's what was revealed to you.
So it's a door that'll open, right? I mean, if we push it.
Yeah, it's a jar. Now, where I'm pinging right here along the west wall, that's where the keyholes are.
Oh, I imagine. So I saw this door here when, even walking by. That's why I was confused. And I thought the keyholes were on the same door, the door that just appeared. And
Yeah, that should have been...
the way I was playing it was that Cypher was being cautious because she thought maybe, although she heard one thing unlock, you needed both keys, otherwise it would set a trap if you tried walking through. So that's why I was being cautious, because I wasn't sure if it was going to appear safe but then be a trap because we didn't have both sets of keys. But what you're describing is that there are two keyholes. One of them opened this door that has just appeared in front of me, and there's a possible, there is a second keyhole that could possibly open a different door, or once again it could be a disaster, a trap. Is that what is being described?
If that's what you want to go with, that's what you see. A door to the north, keyholes to the west. There you go.
And she attempts to open the door up ahead.
Right.
She returns and says it's a dead end. We must require the second key in order to continue further. That is my assumption and best guess. Now, Bjorn, did you want to continue scouting the south with me?
Yes, I will go with you.
Alright. So Cypher doesn't hide, and she just casually walks with Bjorn. So just pause if we ever run into anything, because she's just walking.
Bjorn and Valvor be right behind her.
So I take it this is our traveling order?
What was that?
You don't want to see what I just saw.
Yes. And Cypher's just gonna hold until the others catch up.
So as you make your way through this hallway, you can see through the wall. You see beyond a strange creature, a very large creature that I just showed to you. It's wandering about, almost not even paying attention to you. It's sniffing at the ground as if it's trying to get its whatever remnants of flesh there lies within the blood spurts you can see dried on the floor, scattered along the walls. Karma, this looks like a similar creature you read about on that slate. As if the worm creature was observing this beast.
So they were observing it.
Yes.
Using it for sport.
Perhaps they were testing the flesh-warped creatures to see if I could survive against the creature in here.
is a lot of blood.
Indeed, it's been eaten a lot.
Hey, let's make sure that one of our own are not added to the number.
Can I recall knowledge to see what kind of creature it is?
You could. You're going to use anybody else that would like to recall knowledge. You can also make this roll. This will be blind. You're going to use occultism. Strange, strange creature you've never seen the likes of before. Or maybe you have. So blind occultism would be the check. Nope, fell a 4. Nothing comes to mind. It's big. It's green. Nothing comes to mind, Bjorn Karma. Cypher? You'd like to make one? Go for it.
Oh no, she's not even looking out there. She's looking forward.
By the way, that little confusion with the door back there, that door was not supposed to be seen by you. For some reason, it showed it as a locked door, so I was assuming you didn't see it. It should have been a secret door. But you did unlock it. Just to be clear.
Yes,
I thought
and
you couldn't see it.
no, I get it, and I'm actually going to remove the key from my inventory because she's going to leave it in the lock.
Okay. I'll make a note of that on the map. Key. Got a key here.
Does this creature look like it's been twisted and, for lack of a better word, experimented on?
You have no idea whether it's a natural creature or not. You'd never seen anything like it before.
Something just occurred to me. You don't possibly think that these creatures are what Belcora is warping into Atari.
That is exactly what I figure.
Because there's a teleport circle to the east. We might have to kill these creatures. We cannot let them live if they're going to attack Atari.
I think she's mobilizing an assault force. Everything that I've seen breeds that she is mobilizing an army.
Well, it
And
might
what
take. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
What other target lies close by other than Otari? Town named after the man that beat her. No better target. This woman lives on revenge, malice, and malcontent. I've known many like her in my time.
Do we leave this creature alone or do we kill it?
We can't spend every moment of our time here killing everything, as much as that would please the mayor. It's probably best that we go to the source. Maybe we could, after we've turned this contraption off that's sending creatures to the town, maybe we can bury them alive and make this their tomb.
Was exactly my thought, because if we keep engaging, trying to staunch the bleeding, we're never going to actually fix the wound.
Well, just remember these words. I told you so. Let's go.
Carry on.
How would they forgive me?
Right, let us continue. I think I see something ahead.
Wait a minute, Valley 4. I gotta bring you with me. I forgot about that. My bad.
Sorry.
Sorry, I'm flustered tonight. That's my bad.
Cypher's going to check the table here, and as people are filing in, she'll say, we have stairs ahead, and appears, and perhaps another doorway.
Indeed, there's another door that leads around. I also see a set of steps. Perhaps it leads into that chamber with the creature.
Do the steps head downward? Oh, I don't think we hear you.
I think so. Let me check. Yes, these ones right here. They go up. Yes. They go up to the arena level. You're currently on the labs level. Make a note of that. So level 6 is the labs. Level 5 would be the arena.
I think we got our stairs mixed up, Fritz. I was talking about the stairs over here.
Where you're looking? Oh, you're peering through
Oh, I
the
was
wall.
looking at these ones. Okay. Oh yeah, I guess there are two sets of stairs here. Heading up
Those-
or down?
Okay,
Those
so
go-
these lead up.
And those lead up as well.
Possibly that's our, as you mentioned, Bjorn, maybe that's our way into that bloodied space with that creature you're all fascinated with.
Feel free to put little notes on the map. You can do that with the writing tool there. Put like, next to the steps up. Or if you left a key somewhere. You could do that too. You should be able to. That's one way to do it. You can see on the table, Valifor, Cypher, you see on the table, it looks like there is more chalk and slates to write upon. And some of it has more notes written. Looking through them, if you speak Undercommon, you'll see that there are more notes referring to this creature that you see beyond this green creature, as well as some other creatures which you don't see described here in the notes, like as if it was, fighting with the other creature. There's more than one creature described here, and you have no clue what these creatures might be. They're not named. Just the big ghouling green one, or things like that are described. But there are observations and notes about fighting, like as if the creatures are being observed while they fight and feast upon each other and kill. That's what the notes seem to refer to.
You're almost going to move up to this doorway. Take a listen.
Okay, blind perception roll.
On its way.
What'd you get? You hear squeaking noises. Like a rat or something. Some rodent lies beyond.
Interesting.
Well, four will take a position behind.
Well, they have rats down here. How should we proceed? Should we go down into the other chamber or withdraw back up into the arena and fight that mound of garbage there?
I say we see what's behind this door first.
Very well. Almighty GM, is this door locked?
It is not. There's a simple latch on it.
I'm gonna yank it. And then punt the door open.
Cluttered tools, scraps of wood, and furniture all haphazardly stacked in this cramped chamber. Looks like some type of storage closet.
Balfour's gonna poke through the rubble, see if he finds anything.
You do so. It seems like everything here is broken. The tables, chairs missing legs, cots hopelessly tangled together. You do find what looks like a clock, but it's been dismantled. Brass kettle with holes in its bottom. Unusual indeed. And what looks like 7 mustard yellow and moth-eaten bed sheets. Ugh. And with that, I would like you to make a blind perception roll as you continue to search through the debris.
Should be on its way.
Okay, let me see. You find some other things of interest. If it has a little thing here, I don't think it does. Nope, it doesn't. So, we're going to do this manually. You find what looks like a strange emerald grasshopper.
Okay.
You find a few things here. I'm trying to think how I could put this on the map so I don't have to go through one item at a time. For some reason, there's no token for this. I'm not even sure how to put one on the map. I don't know. Yeah, you find what looks like a small emerald grasshopper. What is this thing? On a golden chain, you find what looks like a mummified hand scattered amongst the debris. Gnarled fingers locked in a peculiar pattern. Strange indeed. You also find this small cube of looks like blackened iron. It has a chain dangling from it as well. And finally, what is this crazy thing? You find it's unbroken, an unbroken vial of some green liquid with a cork in the top. There's nothing written on its side. Where is an alchemist when we need one? So yeah. So what I can do here is I can drag these to your sheet, but let me mystify them. If they're anything important, I will mystify them. Because for whatever reason, they didn't do that. Actually, it looks like maybe they did. Well, let me just drag it to your sheet. Yeah, these should be already. Who wants them? There's 4 things here Valafor has found. Valafor, here's the grasshopper. It's on your sheet.
Just,
I'll take the mummified hand on a chain.
Here, you each get one. Look in your inventories and you'll all see something new in there. It's mystified. I hope. Unless it's
I
nothing.
don't think mine was.
No?
Mine,
Did it reveal everything?
Hand of the Mage.
I know what it's called, but I did I would have to
Alright.
look at it. I didn't click to look at it, so feel free to mystify it.
All right, if you already looked at it and you know what it is, well, maybe it's got a label dangling off it. Alright,
I like
so
it.
There is that. Otherwise, let me mystify them here. There is a hotkey to mystify things as you drag them to sheets. I think you
Oh,
hold
I didn't know
control
that.
or something. Yeah, I totally forgot about it. All right, Cipher, yours is mystified. As far as karma, you probably have no clue what it is anyway. Let me find it.
It's Iron Cube, right? I have no idea.
Yeah, where did it go? Where's the iron cube?
Consumables.
Yeah, we'll mystify that. And how about Valifor? Did he look at his?
I didn't see it, but I'm sure it's not mystified. There it is. It's
Actually,
mystified.
it is mystified.
Bjorn, let me mystify yours. Sorry, that's my bad. I didn't notice this before. I think they'd make a little chest there to put these things in.
Well, now we have a reason to go back to town.
Yeah. They seem unusual indeed. Do you want to take the pot with holes in the bottom? How about the broken chair?
I don't think I can
I
use
don't-
that as a weapon.
It looks like a storage room of junk, but you do manage to find some unusual items here. And none of you are... Well, we do have an occult spellcaster here, I think. Right, Bard? Right, Bard? Yeah. Arcane, actually, and occult. Yeah, so she has the sense of magic about her. Cipher, I mean. She might have an idea that these things, these might be magical, mystical creations. Who knows? I'd have to look closer at them with my
And
occult
Chapt to
abilities.
identify.
Yeah, she could do that.
Is detect magic useful here?
Well, it doesn't hurt.
I wasn't sure if it was like something I could do. I mean, like I have it. I think. Hold on.
I need to break into some snacks.
It is that time.
Can I cast detect magic? Might as well, right?
Yeah, do whatever you want.
Definitely.
All right, Valifor, while you're in the room checking things out, doing your business there, you got Bjorn right behind you, Cipher kind of in the distance. I don't know where you are, Karma. Probably close to cast your magic. What this does is it allows you to detect the presence of magic you haven't seen or felt before. Unknown magic, essentially. If they're anywhere within 30 feet of you in this case, you will sense the presence. You won't know the direction. You won't know the specific item. But you know that it's somewhere within 30 feet of you. You sense the presence of magic you have not so far felt. And you do sense it.
Interesting.
You do sense it here. And while you talk strategy in your next move, I'll be right back.
Seems like we've exhausted this lower chamber. Perhaps we need to withdraw back up to the upper level. Myself and Lyra scouted out another entrance further down. You were there with me, Valdemar, as well. Things went complicated, we shall say.
Yeah, I do believe this time.
Well, don't give up on this level just yet. We still have to return to that viewing area and completely wrap around unless somebody saw if it was a dead end or not.
So should
only-
we withdraw back out of this hidden chamber and back outside to where we were? And then
Yes.
continue our search from there.
Remember that blue creature with the chains was up there. If I remember correctly.
See, let's withdraw back out past the hidden chamber, and let's continue to see where else this leads.
Yes.
Hi there, Cypher. How you doing?
I just wanted to see the whole room, so she just peeks her head in.
He just really towers down at you.
He doesn't tower
Nice
that
guy.
much, only like a foot. I'm 6'7".
7'1". So yeah, he's
Yeah.
still towering. Poor Valdemar feels like a short person.
Yeah, I know.
Alright.
Is anyone searching? What are your exploration activities? Let me look at the notes.
I was searching, yeah.
All right.
For traps, specifically for traps. And I'm actually going to be right back, but if you guys end up leaving this area in the minute that I'll be gone, Cypher is just following. Alright, I'll be right back.
So go ahead. Move where you're moving.
We were kind of talked about moving back out to the entrance of this place, like back up to here,
Okay.
and exploring the rest of that out there.
Go ahead. I'm letting you guys move.
Come on, Valley 4. I'm dragging you with me.
You know,
I got Bjorn on defend.
Yep.
I've got Valifor on scout. Should have had a +1 initiative before. Okay, right there. Hold. What are you doing, Bjorn? Not Bjorn, Karma. What are you doing? Just briefly describe to me what your character might be doing as you travel along. Like, are you being defensive with your shield and sword out at the ready? Are you moving cautiously in the shadows? Are you looking at the walls and the ground and trying to pay attention to maybe traps or secrets or treasure that might be laying around? How do you imagine it?
another thing you can do that I used when I have detect magic is I keep it on a continuous cast while I'm moving along.
I honestly believe that as Karma's moving along, she'd probably be looking at like the giant creature beyond the glass pane, and like looking at the room, looking at like how bloodied the room was, maybe trying to get like an idea of how many things that were thrown at that at one time. She's just kind of following along and watching that thing because she doesn't want to get involved with that thing, so she's just keeping an eye on it.
All right, how about investigate? What that is you're using recall knowledge to discover clues as you travel around. So what that means is while you're doing this, investigating, if there's any clues that pop up as you move along the corridors and travel through the rooms outside of combat, I'll be making secret checks for you using your investigation. So if something appears, I'll let you know, and I'll secretly make a roll. That's what that is.
Gotcha.
So I'll put you under investigate. Where are you? I don't have you on here. Karma. Investigate. Sounds good to me. Recall knowledge. I'll determine the skill you're using. Don't worry about that. However, Something is noticed. Valifor, you completely miss it, although you've seen this before, but Cypher, bringing up the rear, says to everyone, "Wait!" She spots something else. And let me move everybody back a little bit where this occurs. Right about there. Cypher's right here. She's noticed something unusual about this wall, this corner of the chamber. There is another block that slightly pushes up from the floor. Very similar, Valifor, to what you saw when you identified the secret passageway or the secret door leading to this area. She notices the same thing here in the corner of this room. I'll unpause the game so you can move back in if you wish.
Appears we have something left to investigate after all.
Yep. I push it just like I did the other one.
You do. Another grinding sound of stone, revealing a door, a passage, a secret passage, and it reveals a set of steps that descend down.
Are you ready, Valifor?
Let's go. I'm always up for going down.
Oops. New text. What is that?
The next level.
Down. Oh, somebody doing that.
We've been at the next level, Valifor. We must be cautious.
Yes.
If you wish to descend, go ahead and make your way.
Yeah, Bjorn will step in. Where do you want Valifor to be?
Right behind you.
Karma, make your way. I'll take up the rear.
Is this another dead end?
Hold on, I had something in my mouth. I'm eating here. This long chamber. Well, no, it's a long corridor. It looks like it descends this set of steps for about 10 feet down and ends at a dead end. Very unusual.
Let's look
I'm
around.
sure there's a secret to the end of this hall.
Indeed, let's look around.
What a strange chamber indeed. Strange. It is quite strange. There is no description. All right, what do you want to do? Dead end.
Searching for secret latches and doors.
All right, you could all do that in the squares you're in or the areas you wish to search. Go ahead and make blind perception rolls. Just looks like a dead-end corridor leading to nothing. You definitely see an outline in the door. It's easy to find. All of you see this, particularly you, Cipher. It's so obvious. Your keen elven sight sees it immediately as soon as you enter sight of this dead end. It's obviously a door from this side. Same color as the stone around it, however. It is somewhat camouflaged, but you see it. Bjorn, you have no clue. Valifor, you're pretty quick to spot it as well. So it's right here in this.
I pointed out to Bjorn, tell him how to push it open.
Yeah.
Push it.
All right, you start pushing. Give me a strength check or athletics check. Because there's no mechanism that you can see. Not even Cypher notices anything unusual.
I can help him if he needs
That's-
it.
All right, you can help. Go ahead,
I
both of
can
you
do
make
that.
athletics checks. If you're successful, Valafor, you'll give him a bonus. You are successful, so Valafor, I have him. Okay, Bjorn, you're going to get a nice +4 on this. Okay, so 26. Yes, you push it in. It's a little tough. It looks like it hasn't been used in a long time, but it opens.
Oh, great.
Whoops!
Form up, prepare for combat.
Hiss!
Maybe
More
we caught it by
hisses.
surprise.
Kill it!
Maybe you did. They don't seem prepared for anything. They're just lingering around, not even looking at you. Yeah, that's what you see. Let's go to initiative. Whee! Let me put everybody in initiative.
As I open the door in Undercommon, Bjorn's gonna shout, "Surrender!"
Surrender, fiends.
Surrender, wormlings!
I gotta hide him before you guys get in the tracker.
I'm already there. But,
I know, you almost caught me. I have to hide them.
Oh, well, look
Yes.
at that roll there, Jess.
Yeah, nice.
This long
19
chamber
and a
is rounded on both ends, to the north and south, with a door in each. To the north, and a curved wall of transparent stone to the south. A faint stink wafts from an exit in the west wall. I don't know if you noticed that at this point, but yeah, there's a wafting going on.
Balfour, when's the last time you bathed?
Yeah, he never changes that armor. Now, Karma, put yourself in the initiative tracker. You just right-click your token and click on the right side. Click on what looks like a symbol of a shield with crossed swords. That puts you in the tracker. There you go. And then when you open the tracker by right-clicking on that fist, upper right of the Foundry UI here, interface, right-click on that fist, and it'll bring out a pop-out menu, and you'll see your name there in the tracker, and a big D20. Go ahead and roll that D20. Everybody gets a +1. I'll modify your rolls. Don't worry about it. Because Valafor was listening carefully ahead of you as you pushed the door. Well, he was pushing it with you. He was a little bit more aware and said, wait, stop pushing, I hear something. Yes, there they are. So everybody gets a +1 in their rolls here.
Then I proceeded to kick the door open and shout, "Surrender!"
Well, you couldn't kick this. This was a push open deal. This was tough. All right. But yeah, you could shout as much as you wish. Bjorn, you're going to be a nice 33. Let's update you. Give you a nice 33 initiative. I don't know if this is going to matter, but we're going to do it. Cypher, you get a nice solid 29 initiative. And Karma, you hear what's going on too. You're going to get initiative of 28. 28. There you go. Everybody's updated. Let's roll the monsters. See what they get. Okay. Let's begin this strange encounter. Well, what time is it? It's almost 8:30. Yeah, we'll take our 5-minute break and we'll begin this combat. All right? So, folks,
Sounds
we're going to
good.
take a short intermission, a little 5-minute break. We're all going to get back to this and continue with part 2. Okay?
All right. Be right back.
Sounds like a plan. I'll be right back.
Alright folks, here we are once again, part 2 to session 70. We're going to pick up with combat. Boy, that happens a lot. That's fun. And we're going to see what happens. We've got initiative rolled. These strange creatures have been surprised. As pushing through this secret door, we have Bjorn and Valafor making their appearance known and seemingly catching these creatures by surprise. What you see here is these multi-legged creatures. Nasty looking things, kind of clinging to the walls, looking in your direction. And of course, to the south of the chamber, you see this, once again, a familiar sight. One of these, clutching a sword and scepter in its tentacles. Okay, we're going to start off with initiative. Valafor, you're up first.
Okay, move me in. I'm taking on the big guy.
Charge into
Very
the
good.
room. Okay.
And I'm going to hit it with my first attack.
I'm going to move you over there. That way you're not.
And if I hit, I'm going to attempt to trip it.
Okay.
My
What is this,
doctor.
what is
I
this,
have
your
to hit.
retributive, or your retribution axe that you're using?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's a nat 20.
Good start to combat.
That's a double critical hit right there, ladies and gentlemen.
Hold on to your hats. Here it comes. 30 points of damage plus
Black.
your critical specialization kicks into gear.
Yep, anyone within 5 feet of me gets hit as well. But they're not.
Okay.
Unfortunately, they're not. And then you wanted to do trip?
Yeah, it's an athletics check.
Do you have Titan Mauler?
No, this is knockdown, it's called.
Oh, okay. So it's not just a normal trip.
Nope.
And then here's
Like a melee strike, if it hits and deals damage, you can attempt an athletics check on top of that. So go ahead and do that. This, I guess, isn't an additional action. This goes along with side the attack.
It just goes along with it.
Be 31 to knock down multi trip.
Oh, what's that against? Reflex or fortitude? Trip. Where are you?
I think it's fortitude.
Yeah,
DC.
so
It's reflex DC.
There you go.
Reflex. Da.
I can't imagine its reflex is that high. Oh, it's got a lot of legs, so I don't know.
Get out of here. What are you doing?
Another cat.
He's eating my chips. Trying to get my bag.
One's eating the butter, the other one's eating the chips.
Alright, you need a 27, so you're gonna do the trip. You're successful.
So he's down on the ground, wiggling around. Off guard.
Why can't I find trip? Where is it?
It's in the chat.
Is it a acrobatics thing or is it a athletics?
I rolled my athletics versus your reflex.
Oh, there it is. It's down here. You got that's a normal success. So the target falls and lands prone. That's all it does. Okay. All right. Get the little squiggly guy. Rolls over onto its back.
Okay, and for my last action, I'll hit it again.
You will. You guys are terrible. What a menace to dungeon dwellers. 15.
not
fail.
good enough.
I'll hero point that.
You will.
Same result.
Same thing. Okay, I'm done.
The dice gods have spoken. They do not want that creature harmed.
What happened to the
Yeah,
initiative?
it should be Valor 34.
There he is. Okay, okay.
Yeah,
I
there
must
it
have,
goes.
I must have moved you by accident or something. All right, Bjorn, you're up next.
Bjorn's gonna lift up his shield and rush in. And I'm going to target this manifested goblin. And I'm going to attempt to skewer it, i.e., piercing.
Oh, I forgot something.
That's a hit.
All right, what's
24
Nice.
points of piercing damage.
Max.
okay? Don't do anything else yet. Hold on, I forgot something. 24.
Yes, sir. Piercing.
Okay. All right. Before we go any further, I need Fortitude saves by Valafor first.
You want to hear upon that, Valor?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
21.
Okay. You hear whispers in your mind, but you shake it off. Next, I need Bjorn to do likewise.
25.
You shake it off. Now I need... Well, it's not your turn yet, Karma. Start of your turn, I want you to make those saves. The only one who doesn't is Cypher. At this point, anyway.
Who strategically stayed at the very bottom of the stairs.
Take note. Take note. Take note. Okay, Bjorn, finish your turn.
I got one left, and I'm going to give it one more go. This will be normal slashing. That's a hit.
That's a hit. Normal damage.
That'll be 10 points of slashing. Rack 'em and stack.
Okay. You done?
Yeah, that's it.
There, it's doing the little beep.
Yeah,
I
I
think
see
I
what
know.
Huh.
I think I know why it does that. Yeah, I know why it does that. That little thing is when I push the ping on the encounter tracker.
Oh.
So when you ping from the encounter tracker, it does that.
Ah.
That's what it is. Now we know.
Like, hey, wake up. It's your turn.
Needs to make a sound.
No, that'd be too distracting.
That'd be funny.
Okay, that's enough. All right, who is it? This one here. The strange creature here behind you. It's going to stay where it's at as it clings to the floor and the wall partially. It's going to attempt to claw you with one of its many claws, Bjorn. I didn't target you yet. 26.
Nope.
That should be a hit on Bjorn. You and your feet. I hate this game. It's broken. Okay. Okay, reactive shield.
Well, it's still a hit. 26 is my armor
Just hit
class.
the shield.
What did it do? You can snap your shield into place, so you get a +2 for the shield, so it should be armor class 26, which is a hit. Alright, so it still hits then.
And I have it up for the rest of them.
I gotcha. 15 slashing. Shield block?
And not this time.
Is shield block a reaction? Because if it is, you couldn't do it. You couldn't do that.
No. Shield block, not reaction.
Ah.
Trigger while you have your shield raised, you would take damage from a physical attack.
You could just do shield block.
Yep.
As many times as you want.
Yep, until the shield breaks.
Okay. Alright, so it hits, takes damage. Let me see what else I could do with this. It hits you with a series of these claws. They poke and they stab and they jab at you. And then it pulls back, and as it does so, you can see all these little needles on its body. It thrusts out its chest at you, and you're going to take a needle ranged attack. A close range, that is. This will be its second attack. You also see bolts of electricity emanating from the creature as it does this. 17 will be a miss. It's going to try a third one. 18. That's going to fail. Alright, so that's that creature. He's done. I'm going to go to Cypher.
She's going to attack the only creature she can see. It's just about 35 feet away, so she actually is going to cast her reach spell and then produce flame. Or not reach spell, she's going to include reach on a spell.
Gotcha.
Meta-
Make your attack
meta
roll.
magic.
It'll be harder to hit this creature.
Yeah, meta magic.
So its armor class will be 24. Oh, you hit. Do you manage to hit it with the fire?
I got 10 fire damage.
Okay, let me check its resistances. Check it, check it, check it, check it, check it, check it, check. Okay. You impact it, the flames catch on the creature, and it reels in pain. Got it.
Nice. That's my turn.
Karma. You need to make a fortitude save.
Gotcha.
I have a question. The reason why they're making the fortitude save, is this because of an auditory or visual effect? I meant to ask earlier, but like you mentioned like they, I don't know if it's the same creature, but they say that like they hear whispers or something in their head. Because if that's the case, I want to use my reaction. So it has to be an auditory or visual effect.
It is neither.
Okay.
I use a hero point on that.
You could.
How do I do that?
You
Just
can
cross
right
off.
click it.
What?
And you can right click like over in the chat box by where it says your roll result. You can actually right click it and it should bring up a menu and you should be able to hit hero
Reroll
point.
using hero point.
Yep.
One better. Oh well.
20, I think. Let's see what it is. Okay. You hear whispers coming into your mind. What languages do you speak? Do you speak Undercommon?
I do.
You hear these voices, and they begin to beckon you. They beckon you to throw down your weapons, to give up, to give in. You feel confused. I'm going to give you the confused condition. Okay, that will last until I say otherwise. It might actually say that on your token there. Confused. Blah, 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 blah. but I'll tell you when it goes away. Okay, so that's the way you're starting your turn. You are confused. If you don't know what that is, confused. You're flat-footed or off guard. Don't treat anyone as your ally and can't use reactions, delay, or ready. All your actions are determined by the GM.
Oh no.
You use your actions to attack or cast offensive cantrips. The target is determined randomly by the GM. If you have no other visible viable targets, you automatically hit yourself. When damaged by an attack or spell, you can attempt a DC 11 flat check to end this condition. So, at the start of your turn, you are confused. You're looking left and right. You don't know what's going on. You don't recognize faces that were once familiar to you. You turn around and see Cypher. You look ahead and you see Bjorn disappearing in the shadows, fighting some creature that you cannot recognize either. You immediately turn on Cypher.
Okay.
Let me see what you have for spells. Oh, this looks cool. Nope, not so cool. I want you to cast your Warrior's Regret on Cypher. So go ahead. Put that in the chat as you whip
Right.
about. Put Warrior's Regret in there. Regret eats away at your target's mind, Cypher, punishing it for its violence upon it. Until it ceases its hostility, the target must attempt a will save. Go ahead and make a will save, Cypher. DC 22.
Would you look at that?
Oh my.
Success. At the end of its next turn, the target takes 1d8 damage per different creature it intentionally damaged on that turn. So let me reread this. At the end of its next turn, this is you, Cypher, I believe. The target takes 1d8 damage per different creature it intentionally damaged on that turn. It doesn't say this turn. 1d8 if it damaged the one
It
creature.
sounds like whoever if I attack on my turn, I will also take 1d8 damage for each creature I attacked.
We'll go with it. So make a note.
So, and with a maximum of 4d8 if I did like I have enough. Well, I guess if I did an area effect bomb, like how would I ever get 4 different creatures? What do you think I am, a sorcerer or a wizard? I'm a bard.
It's a strumming that guitar, lady.
And then with that, I want you to... You have your sword out, correct?
That's right.
All right, you have your sword out and you advance on Cypher, angrily seething. The saliva is spitting out of your mouth. You will pay, you will pay! As you rush toward her. But that's it. We're going to move on to the next creature. Where is he? There he is. Okay, let's see what it does. It's going to attempt to strike at you with its claws, Bjorn. Multiple claw attacks. Claw attacks. 25.
No, sir.
It's a miss. Let me target you this time. Let's see if I can do this. Target Bjorn. There we go. Second attack. Same thing. Same thing. Strikes. Claw attack. Oof, critical miss. Ah.
Does that mean I get an attack of opportunity because it correctly missed?
No.
Worth a shot.
Let's try a needle attack. No, let's go with another claw attack. It's not as bad. Miss. You're just too good, Bjorn. You're too good. Next, this creature over here. Don't forget to mute, Karma.
Sorry.
Gotcha. Ping. Oh, it's him. Man, is he last in the turn? Alright, this big worm creature. I guess he's last. And he's mad, Velafor. You cut into him deep. He's going to attempt to strike you with that big sword whipping around on its tail. Comes flying in your direction. Whoops, I targeted.
prone.
No, you know what? This is against Bjorn. Since it can attack from 10 feet away. I think. I might be
Yeah,
thinking
but
of
it
last
is
night's
prone.
combat. Alright, just let me... Hold on. Back up a second. I'm all confused here. Just hold on.
Kyle, one word. Grapple.
You think you can hold it down?
We shall see.
Alright, let me target Velafor. I don't think it has range. Oh, it does have reach.
Lay it on me, Fritz. I'm ready.
Well, originally I wanted to attack Velafor, so let me redo it on him. I know he's prone. He's going to attack anyway. Longsword. Alright, here it is. It's a hit. It's a normal hit. Velafor. Damage. Let me make it visible because you can't. I can't make it visible. I'll have to apply it to him. 12 damage. Let me make my rolls visible. Alright, so Velafor took 12 piercing damage.
Okay.
Blah, 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 blah. Elsa, make a save for me. I need you to make a fortitude save. Velafor. Okay,
30.
you're good. You're good. You notice that this sword, like the previous one, is dripping with this almost acidic type of ooze coming from the blade. It's gonna... Alright, I'm gonna roll dice for this. 1 in 3 chance it's gonna try and stand up. Okay? There we go. 6. It's going to strike at you again, but this time it's not using the sword. It's going to attempt to bite at you, Velafor. That's a hit. Damage, 11 points. And... it's going to... Can you step? Can you crawl? I don't think so. You can
That would
crawl as
definitely be
I don't think you could crawl as a step.
No.
No,
So-
even if he farts, that triggers an attack of opportunity.
Because crawling it reduces movement, and you're already moving 1 square 5 feet to do a 5-foot step. So it'd be like a 2.5 step. Just ain't making it. All right, it'll attempt to stand up.
I'm gonna crack him. Oh,
You want to hear a point that?
Ah, he can't. He doesn't have any. He doesn't.
they're done.
All right, he stood up. Let's see how long he lasts. Going to round 2. I'm going to start with Velafor.
All right, get back down. Except this time he's gonna power attack it.
Okay.
Power attack, normal, right?
Yep.
Okay, gotcha.
$27.
That's a regular hit. It'll be 12 points of slashing damage.
Cut deep
Then I'll
into
hit him
him.
again.
Oh, no, they're not one.
Okay, and for my third trick, I will hit him again.
Kyle and his dice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
all of a
my
sudden.
dice.
Yep. Here we go.
Yep.
Wait a minute. You couldn't have done 3 attacks. If the first one was power attack, so that last one.
Oh, yeah. That last one didn't happen.
Okay.
Yeah, so you're done.
Bjorn?
Oh boy. You got a shit show going on. I can see this back here, right? I can
What?
see Karma's lost her mind.
Yes, you can see that if you whip around behind you. Not sure you're paying attention, but
Bjorn, don't even look back here. Pay attention to what's there and don't leave Valor, although I'm sure he's very capable.
Not to be rude, but you don't stand much of a chance.
make
She
another
can
fortitude.
disappear.
Make another fortitude save as well, Bjorn, as well as Valor. I keep forgetting that.
17.
All right, Bjorn, you're going to be confused.
Oh, no.
So mark yourself as confused. Valor, I'll let you off the hook. You made your attacks. I'll penalize you somewhere else. But yeah, we'll assume you made yours. Sorry about that. I forgot. All right, Bjorn, you're confused. All right, so what's going to happen here? You're definitely going to turn and take some swipes.
Fake dice. Make it random.
Nah, it's determined-
Anybody got hero points you want to use?
Well, let me technically read this again. Make sure. It does say determined by me on the confusion thing. But let me double check this ability. Well, it's a good thing I did look at this, because you are not confused. Instead, you are immune for a minute. Same with Valor.
You mean Karma.
No, we
Karma.
passed that.
Karma, we're going to let go. That situation's happening. She did fail her check.
Okay.
Oh, so you
tried
guys
really hard.
passed, so you're immune? Gotcha.
Rachel's taking notes. All right, so continue, Bjorn. Sorry, man, you're up. You get your 3 actions. Do as you please.
Good, Brett, you're good. We are learning. But Bjorn's gonna look to Valor. You think you can hold this down?
Stay where you are. She can hold herself. She even said she could. I'm going to get surrounded down here if you leave.
What are you doing, Bjorn?
All right. I'm going to try to level the field, so to speak. This will be piercing again. That's a normal hit.
Okay.
It's going to take 18 points of piercing damage. And then for my next trick, and I do mean trick, I'm going to... It's going to be slashing again, and we're going to give it another go. 28, that's another normal hit. 22 slashing on that guy.
Same guy?
Yeah, same guy. And then what can I do here?
Why can't I open the character sheet? Do I have something open?
It's 30 feet. Cypher, are you within 30 feet?
Yeah, she is.
Oh, just
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, because the creature was 35.
Okay, so everyone's going to look to his sword as it begins to glow with a vibrant yellow, almost like an angelic kind of golden color. As he points his blade in your direction, Cypher, you feel this aura of energy surround you, casting guidance on you, Cypher. In case you're not aware, that's a +1 to all attack rolls, perception checks, saving throws, or skill checks before the end of the round.
Okay.
And then you'll be immune for an hour. God for cantrips. And that's it for me, Fritz.
Okay, let's consult the oracle here. 1 to 2, it's going to attempt to climb. Nope. Alright, it's going to hold its ground. And... well, I could do the 5-foot step. Now that I think about it. No, I don't want to do that. Darn it. I want to do something cool and I can't. You and your attacks of opportunity. Alright, it's going to do the needle strike against you, Bjorn. Lightning shoots out along with these little spikes. 26.
That's a hit, not critical.
Okay. They pierce your flesh. 8 points of electricity and piercing damage. Did you get that?
Got it.
Alright, then it's going to attempt to strike you with its claw. Let me target you. I gotta get in the habit of doing this. Bjorn. Okay. Strike with the claw. Second attack. This nasty creature. Hits.
Normal.
Okay, put that on your token. 1 points. It's got 1 more. What could I do? I really don't want to do anything. It's going to attempt. Well, you know what? It is going to attempt to do something. It's going to do a 5-foot step. It's going to move here. Okay. And he's done. We're going to go to Cypher. You're being confronted by your friend. If she is really your friend. She seems out of control. What do you do, Cypher?
If you're talking, we
Fine.
can't hear you.
No, I am. I'm just deciding how I want to word things. Yeah. Cypher's gonna cast guidance but on Karma. And she's singing this song of words of, of friendship and things like that. Not too mushy, because that's not what Cypher's about. And she just slaps her in the face. Yeah.
Wow.
Amazing.
What has brought this upon you?
Wow. Check fight. Where's my popcorn?
Give yourself a hero point, Cypher. You get one for that.
I got a 23. I don't know what your AC is, but does that pass?
AC 22, so yes, it passes.
Oh, wow. Alright, and this is an unarmed, non-lethal attack. I did 3 damage.
So 3 hit points. Give yourself a hero point, Cypher.
Oh, I did. This
That's-
this isn't the first time somebody's been confused and attacked me. In this campaign.
We won't go there, okay? It's too soon. I'm sorry,
But at least
alright?
you know what? She didn't do nearly as much. At least damage to the friendship. As that was before.
I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry. Althea was different. I didn't mean it. I've apologized for this.
Man, that was so long ago now. So now I guess you get to roll your save again. Karma. And this time you get a +1 because you have guidance.
Drag that.
I already did. I got
Oh, you did it?
Oh, you've got like 2 things on you now.
Yeah, because I grabbed it too.
Just right-click one of them.
Okay.
Whatever one. I didn't know you could stack it like that.
this new stacking of buffs and things is weird to me. Like, it just looks weird. I gotta get used to it.
So according to the confused, you'd be rolling a flat d20.
When you're damaged by an attack or spell, you can attempt a DC 11 flat check to end the condition.
Yeah, so you'll be doing a d20 +1. And hopefully you get higher, like high enough.
You need an 11 or greater. Karma, go for it.
Do it right now? Okay.
Yep.
That
You
was
were just attacked.
Fortitude, was it?
No, just a flat check. D20.
Oh, D20.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was confused.
You need an 11 or greater. You have a +1 on this. You could either put the +1 in as the modifier in there for the roll, or we'll just mentally do it.
Oh, nice.
20.
Oh,
Nice. It completely snaps you out of your confusion. You're no longer confused. Right click on that. Get rid of the confusion. Excellent.
Just what she needed.
Perfect.
Biatch. Here's another one. Couple more.
So you can actually get rid of your guidance as well, since you did use it. And then you'll put the guidance immunity if you haven't done that already.
Gotcha.
She's got the immunity on there. I see that.
All right.
For an hour? Okay.
Yeah, so I still have one more action. Wow.
Well done.
Going to instead continue to keep my distance, and I will inspire courage. So she kind of transforms that song of, helping one another out that she was singing to Karma, and just like enhances it and inspires everybody. So you guys can drag that to your tokens. And it's a 60-foot emanation, and I'm assuming it's at least auditory, so it maybe not bound by walls, so Valifor can get it? I don't know. That's your call.
Verbal 60-foot range. Inspire yourself and your allies with words and tunes of encouragement. You and your allies all in the area. +1 status bonus. Yeah, you can get it, Valafor. You hear her. You hear these wonderful little tunes or whatever she's doing.
I feel inspired.
It's magic. Yes. So is the worm. He feels like doing a jig. Critical.
He's
attack of
changed
opportunity.
ways. He's changed ways. He's joined the party. Hello, say hi to Frank. Yeah, that is my turn. And then she, just says a little bit more encouragement to Karma, like, go in and help the others. But don't let it happen again.
She's just like,
I don't
kinda
know what
looking
came
around,
over
like,
you.
Like, what? What are you talking about? Okay.
So I'm glad to have you back. I don't know what you were doing.
What was I doing?
You were casting evil spells on me.
Oh.
You're up, Karma. What do you do?
I move this way. And then I use a heal on Bjorn?
What kind of heal?
Question.
Spell, lay on hands. What do you got?
First level.
Just put it in
Verbal
the chat.
somatic. Sorry, I'm just reading it. Yeah, you know what? I'll just put it in the chat.
Yeah, you determine how many actions, and that determines what's going on here, how much and who you're going to heal. Oh, you got 2 actions left, so you could do a 2-action heal. You could do a 1-action heal with a spell range of touch. So whoever you touch, it could be yourself, it could be your friend Bjorn or Valafor. They're right in range. You just have to touch them. No roll needed unless they resist, and I don't think they will. And they'll get back some healing here. Just click the heal.
Click the heal. And then I want to choose
Heal
this
versus
one. Living. Healing.
And just hit that healing button there.
Button.
Ooh.
And that was on Bjorn.
19 points. D10 plus 9. Hi, Chihuahua. You rolled the max.
I will
And
take.
that's it for me, I think.
Yep, that was 3.
Last time too. Well done. Rest of that creature comes back to life, me and you's gonna have a talk.
If it comes back to life, it's undead, right?
True.
Very true.
I like killing those.
And vampires and necromancers and
It's going to lash at you with the tail attack, Valafor. Yeah, Valafor. The sword whoosh, comes whipping at you, cutting through the air. I think it
Yeah.
misses you. It does. It's going to attempt to do it again. Let me target you. Bronk. No, I don't want to do that. That one. Okay, we're going to do it again. Second attack. Boy, these guys are wimps. What's happening?
they're not wimps. We're just that good.
Let's do a
Well, I'll tell you what, if Kyle got confused, we would have been in trouble.
28 against Valafor. That is
That
a
hit.
hit.
Ooh.
Damage. 12 points of piercing damage as this creature clamps down on your arm and just tears the flesh as it pulls away. And it's going to attempt to reel back, and it looks menacing. It enlarges itself, and it lets out this screech with its mouth. This is directed at you, Valafor. This is going to be an intimidation. It's going to try and demoralize you.
22 is my DC.
33. 33. Is that a critical success?
Yeah,
Yep.
Will it's what against his will DC?
Should be his will DC.
Yeah, his will DC is only 21.
Will DC. Critical success. The target becomes frightened 2.
Frightened 1 because of bravery.
Right.
Frightened 1.
Wasn't the
What?
inspire courage?
Yeah, it's against fear effects.
Is he not frightened?
I'll be frightened 1 instead of frightened 2 because of a fighter feat called bravery. Because
But what does Inspire Courage do?
that would have brought you up to 22. And he rolled a 33, so it would have been a critical either way.
Yep, so just frightened 1.
Alright, frightened. Take a status penalty equal to your frightened value, which is 1 in this case, to all your checks and DCs. All of them. It'll be factored in automatically, of course, when you drag that. Or give yourself the frightened condition. At the end of each of your turns, the value of your frightened condition decreases by 1, so it should automatically just go away at the end of your next turn. But right now, you have -1 from being frightened. You're shaken at this thing. Its presence is menacing, Valafor. And it's got one more action, I think we're going to go on. Boom. Valafor, you're up next. Top of the round. We'll finish this. If you can't finish the creatures, I think you can. Rachel,
All right,
if
I'm
you
gonna
need to
knock it
go,
down.
Rachel, feel free. I'm not going to keep you in here longer than you need to be.
Yeah, no, well, we're good till 9:45.
All right, we're pushing the envelope, folks. Look out. All right. Thanks, Rachel. Okay, Valafor, knock down.
Yeah, that's 32.
That's a regular hit.
It's a regular hit. Okay.
Alright, got mine.
10
Gonna be
points.
10 points slashing. And then,
And then
I believe
make,
roll an athletics, I believe, for trip.
Yeah.
Oh, it's that thing again. What's the DC? The reflex?
That's
Yeah,
an I don't think it
you don't
matters.
even have to look.
Slow down. We're all talking at once here. What's the DC? Yeah, it probably doesn't matter. All right, he's knocked down.
It's against the reflex.
You knock it prone to the ground again.
And then I'll hit it again. While it's knocked down.
No, you're not.
Okay, we're going to go to Bjorn. You're up.
Actually, I have one more. Hit it again.
+7? I don't know, baby. I don't know. Oh, regular
22.
hit.
That's a hit.
12 points. Slash.
12 points of slashing. You cut into it. You're putting all kinds of wounds on it, Valafor. Bjorn, you're up.
Yeah, but Bjorn's gonna lightly pat Karma on the shoulder and then step down to engage the creature with Valafor. We're gonna start rocking and rolling here. It's 20 as normal hit. This will be slashing. It's gonna take 16 points of slashing damage.
Oof.
I did all the work.
And
I
it
could've
collapses
bumped
to
you.
the floor.
I kept them off you, Valifor. Alright. Next
Yeah.
act, I'm going to move up here and attack this guy. He got to go too. He's like that unwanted house guest. His ass got to get
How many actions have you taken?
This
one.
is his third.
You moved, you attacked, and then you moved back up?
Yeah, so I'm done. I got him in position. He's primed and ready.
Okay, you're done. We're going to go on to the creature that survived. That one. Alright, he's up. Ah, finally, I get to use my strike. My special ability. If I can open the character sheet, I've been waiting this whole combat to use it. See if it's any good.
That's a manipulate trait.
It's time for the needle spray. Yes, as it begins to bloat and enlarge its body with its arms outstretched as you approach Bjorn. This has a 30-foot cone.
Hmm.
Is it manipulate?
This is an attack.
Okay.
It's not a spell.
So this cone will encompass everybody. All three of you are going to be subjected to this. You're going to be making a DC 21 basic reflex save. As electricity begins to pulse from this creature and needles begin to shoot in your direction, everybody except Cypher. Go ahead and make a basic reflex save. Bjorn gets a 14. Fail. Critical fail.
Wait a minute. I was gonna do this.
What happened there? What happened there, Bjorn? Come on.
Oh, I was clicked on me. I got the fail, that one, and I went to click on Valifor. Valifor's is different than mine, so let me do that again.
So which one are you keeping? The 14?
Yeah, the 14's mine, 17's Valifor.
Can I use a hero point to reroll somebody else's roll?
No,
Nope.
unfortunately not. But you do have that reaction. If I take damage.
Yeah, if you take lots of damage, I can take your damage.
You can protect Valifor, you could protect Bjorn. Only one of them with this reaction. But
I think it has
what's
to be
the
Bjorn.
DC is 21. So Karma, you're successful. You're going to take half damage. If you were critically successful, you take none. In this case, you are just successful. So you're going to take half. Valifor is going to take full damage. He failed. And Bjorn, you're going to take double damage. Alright, so let me roll this. And I'll apply the damage, okay? So let me do this. Well, you guys can do it. You know what? I just told you what it was. So 14. 28 to Bjorn. 7 to Karma. And Valifor takes 14. I think we got that right. That's electricity and piercing damage. He just explodes. He doesn't die, but yeah. You hear this explosion of needles and crashing of things. Screams of pain coming from your friend Cypher. You're up.
They're fine. She has no clue what's going on, so she runs in.
I was going to say fortitude save. Nope, that don't apply.
Bjorn's full of spikes. I got tons of spikes in me. She's got a couple.
Bjorn looks terrible right now. It's like a dog that bit into a porcupine.
Looks like a porcupine. Yep.
He bit the wrong porcupine.
So what Cypher's gonna do is she runs in there and just makes a snarky remark of like, "You guys aren't done in here yet," and I'm going to quick draw my whip.
Ooh. Oh, this is good.
Would I be able
tell
to
me to
use
get
it
my
through
yep.
Bjorn's space?
Where you are now, you're okay. You got plenty of room to use that on the creature.
Okay, because whip has reach, so I kind of wanted to use it with some distance, but that's
Oh.
all right.
Oh. Yeah, you could use it from behind him if you wanted, but the armor class of the creature will be pretty higher. A little bit higher. I think you're good where you're at.
All right. So with quick draw, I get to make an attack. So she attacks with the whip.
$18. That is a miss.
Can
You
I?
got those hero points.
I was gonna say, can I use my hero point?
Yes, you can. 22 is a hit.
It's 4 slashing.
Ow.
Paper cut.
I stubbed me toe.
Tore the toenail right off.
I still have an action. Actually, what I'm gonna do is try to trip it.
Okay.
So
With the whip.
trip with the whip.
Wrapped it around his toe and
Took it right off.
I've lost his toenail.
Yo!
I mean, that's one way to remove undead toe jam. I mean,
D12 damage. That was a screamer.
So it's I'm going to roll my athletics check, but we're actually going to have to wait. I'm going to try something. If it doesn't work, then we just have to subtract 5 or subtract 4 perhaps. Would trip be considered an agile attack? Well, I guess not. Hold on. I'm like, my brain is like working, but like, no, it'd be -5. Aha, I can add it. 24 to trip, so it's against the reflex save. Reflex DC, sorry.
Okay, it's 23.
Oh, haha! So it just falls and lands prone.
Lands on its back.
Alright, excellent.
no.
And that's my turn.
Karma, you're up.
We're gonna hit stuff. Alright. Wait, who's badly injured?
Velafor is the worst.
Bjorn and, yeah, Valafor.
we're about the same.
Oh, okay. I can't see a bar on Bellafor. Maybe I'm not hitting stuff. Okay, that's fine. I want to go this.
Oh, she's dropping the 3 action.
That should
Everybody
be
gets 20.
20 to everybody here.
Thank
Any
you, Ryan.
undead creatures?
No,
Oh, darn.
but it's
Just
a living creature.
checking.
God, we just
Oh,
healed a
no.
living creature.
Oh, yeah, I don't think we really told Karma about how that works. Yeah, so just be careful in the future. Whenever you're around a living creature and you do a 3-action area heal, you also heal the enemy unless they're undead. So the work that we just did, you've healed it.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah.
It completely slipped my mind. I'm so sorry.
Hey, that's fine. I had my turn.
Okay. Yeah, it's a living creature. It didn't have much damage on it anyway. What'd you heal? 20?
Yeah.
Well, that's how you learn. But It's easily describable here. In the excitement and partial confusion of the situation, remember, you're just snapping out of this after a good slap in the face. You're not sure what's happening, so by instinct, you call to Amode for this healing grace that he provides, and you just cast it out all around you to fill the room with this positive energy. The creature benefited as well. His toenail regrew quick. There it is.
I was going to say, he wasn't too injured, was he?
Nah, little
Well, my whip only did 4 damage.
I think that's all the damage it took.
That's it.
Yeah, I think
That is
so.
it. This baby's
Cool.
rocking and rolling.
Feel a little better about that. Just a
You're
little
welcome.
better.
And it's still laying on the ground, so let the guys like take advantage of that.
Go ahead, Valifor.
Move up and slap that puppy
Okay, he cuts through
Power
the
with
crowd.
a power.
Kick it while it's
yeah,
down.
power attack it.
Rah! 22.
Normal hit.
It's gonna be a hit. Normal.
Yep. Wacka wacka.
100 points of slashing.
26 points. Yow!
Wow.
That was
Yep.
more than a big toe that flew in the air. Whew.
I'm done. I'm done, Kyle.
Yeah, I thought so.
Okay,
You're
we go to
done, but
Bjorn.
I'm not.
Yep.
Bjorn, you're up.
I'm just getting started. This is going to be piercing, Fritz.
Okay, piercing.
That's a critical hit.
That
Crit.
is a critical hit.
You do this crit.
It's going to be 32 points of piercing damage, and it is off guard until the start of my next turn, regardless if it stands up or not.
Gotcha.
And that was just one. We're going to do it again.
Oh boy. This is Bjorn's.
Oh, that
No,
one
you're
got
not.
I had such a feeling that it was going to be a 1.
I knew it too.
You had so much confidence in like, let's do it again.
Well, guess what? I'm going to do it again. 19 still hit.
19 hits, normal damage. You need 14 damage here.
And
14.
who did it?
Wow.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Just enough.
Just
go
in
ahead,
time.
go ahead and describe your victory, Kyle.
Okay, well, as Cypher comes rushing up and slaps the whip and then trips it, and Karma lets out this big burst of healing. He's very grateful for the healing. Sort of brushing the needles off of his own skin as Valifor lays into it. Bjorn comes up and, in a rather kind of barbaric way, stabs the creature once and then hacks off all of its appendages before finishing the job. And then he punts it halfway across the floor for good measure.
Excellent. Okay. Silence once again returns. You can loot the body of the big creature. Pretty much the same thing as the other one. Let me describe this room. You're going to get some experience tonight. You defeated
Yeah,
a
that
couple
felt
of
like a
these.
rough one.
Yeah. Let's see, is there anything else? There is something in this chamber. There is a book. A book that was formerly in the hands of this creature before it laid it down and began to fight you in great battle. There is a tome lying on the floor. What do you do, Cypher?
I'm gonna wander on over and pick it up.
And as you do, you can't help but notice that out the glass you can see out into the arena.
Oh no.
This creature was looking at the arena from its position here beyond this transparent wall. You can see the arena all displayed. All of you can see this. The book. You reach down and you pick up and you flip through the pages. You see several sketches. You can see what looks like a mound has been drawn on these pages. A mound of it looks like the creature that's sitting in the arena. There's notes also. Do you speak, what languages do you speak?
Common, Elven, and Undercommon.
You do not recognize the words in here.
She just passes the tome to the others.
Does anyone speak Aklo?
Oh.
No.
I highly doubt it. You cannot read it. But it seems to be taking notes on that creature that lies out in the arena.
Perhaps Mortiblunt can read this.
You also see some other things written in here, other insights of general applicability, some of it written in common, or undercommon, I should say, regarding other creatures, not just this big behemoth, but this is what you see immediately when you open the book. A lot of pages about this creature, this behemoth of a creature in the arena. The book itself might be worth something to a collector. Who knows? Might be time to visit Mortiblunt. It's a nice book. And he loves this kind of stuff from what you've heard back in Otari. You also find on the creature what's on there, a sword and a scepter. You also find something wrapped around one of its tentacles in a chain. It seems to be, although tarnished, it seems to be a silver key.
There's your keys, Cypher.
I'll give Cypher the key.
Okay.
See if I can drop it to your token. See if it's in there.
Yep, I see it.
Awesome. Does anyone want the book?
Yeah, you could throw the book in mine.
Oh, yeah, take it. Absolutely. As long as somebody has it.
Yeah, we'll all be together.
You got it?
Yes.
Excellent.
And since I won't be here next week, should we be adventuring? Just assume that it's in someone else's inventory. Like if you guys end up going back to town and need it.
Noted. We'll keep your character around. We'll set up something with that safe room thing, so you'll be here, but you won't be here. But so it's all good.
Yeah.
We'll keep that in mind. All right, folks, we're gonna wrap it up here. We're gonna let Rachel go and do her outro before we leave. So, good session. I enjoyed it. Let's do our outros, starting with Rachel. What'd you think, Rachel? Did you enjoy?
Yes, of course. Good session, guys. It was fun playing. We did a lot of battles. A lot of combat today, and definitely the multi-leg worm creature that had the scepter or wand of some sort. I was really surprised to see a second one, actually, so that kind of threw me for a loop. And you guys took really good care of them. A lot of critical rolls for Valaforce, which was very much needed against these guys, doing like 30 damage on those critical successes, him and Bjorn. But good session. I look forward to, coming back and seeing where we are and what we can get done. We covered some ground.
You guys are going to get 150 experience points tonight, so add that to your XP. Don't be surprised. It might be a little bit more, but 150 is where I'm at right now for the encounters and just showing up in the session. Okay, 150.
How do I add that?
Open your
Sorry.
character sheet.
Yes.
You'll see at the top where it says XP.
Level 7, baby.
I see level 6, 865 out of 1,000.
You're going to double click on 856 or whatever it is, and you're going to
Okay.
just hit plus 150. And then hit enter. That should do it.
If it doesn't, just put 15 and increase your level to 7.
Yeah, it went to 1,015. That's so funny.
Oh, are you guys at level 7 now?
Yep. It just brought us over into it.
Wow, congratulations. All right. So yeah, you're level 7 and you should have 15 experience towards level 8.
So,
I didn't
yes.
know that.
Absolutely. Got it.
All right, congratulations. You just started playing, Karma, and you're already leveling up to 7. Holy smokes, what a run. What'd you think, Karma? Go do your outro. What'd you think of tonight's game?
Tonight's game was very interesting. Lots of like kind of mystery with some secret doors here and there, and I got to try out some spells that I've never seen before, so that was really exciting. And I learned that my AoE heal heals bad guys, so I'll know that for the future.
Yep.
But I had a lot of fun, so yeah, thank you so much.
You're welcome, Karma. We love having you here with us, you and Rachel. Great additions to the companions. Cypher, that is. Valifor, Jesse, what'd you think?
I had fun tonight. I think everyone did a great job. We had a little. That was actually a good fight. I like when we get into it and things get a little close instead of blowing through every monster that we encounter. So that was a fun one. I had fun.
Excellent. That's Jesse using his walkie-talkie tonight to talk to us live. Fantastic. That's great, Jesse. And we've got, of course, Kyle. What was that, Jesse?
I'm talking through my truck right now, through the Bluetooth, so that's why it sounds that way.
Like you're in a spaceship revolving around the moon or something. Wow.
Over.
Great.
From the dark side, coming to you live.
Radio silence. How about you,
Yep.
Kyle? What'd you think?
I enjoyed it. That was pretty interesting. We were able to fight these creatures the first time and kind of made really quick work of it. Like I kind of expected a better fight, to be honest. Out of the first creature that we fought, I just kind of was like, okay.
Your tactics are good. They're sound, man. You're going in there. This you and Valifor, that's a good combo. I mean, you're gonna wipe these guys out doing that.
And I mean, we did a grand total of 212 points of damage in one round between me and Valifor critical hits. So
Wow.
yeah,
Close quarter fighting. All right, Kyle. Fantastic.
I absolutely enjoyed it. I always do.
Excellent. All right, folks, we're going to call it here. We'll be back again with episode 71. Thanks to all the players, Kyle, Rachel, Jesse, and of course Karma. Great stuff. Hopefully we'll see Dizzy in the next session. Missing you, Dizzy. Come on in here soon. Bring your champion. Is she a champion?
Yeah.
Yep.
And Karma's a champion.
War priest.
Oh, War Priest.
Yeah, she's
War
cleric.
Priest, cleric. Oh,
Yes.
okay. I was getting confused. All right. All right. Anyway, folks, we'll see you guys next week, episode 71. You guys hang in there. You know why? It's only going to get better. Talk to you soon.